Hi, emerging calligraphy folks. You've had a lot of different lessons so far on individual techniques, and now we are going to try putting some of those techniques together. And page 144 in your workbook gives you a great example of sort of the right way and the wrong way to go about this. When you are connecting letters to make words, you can see that there's a right way to do it and a not that great way to do it. And the only difference is that this version has a consistent space between each letter and this one does not. Another really cool thing to do is making sure your downstrokes all have the same thickness, and sometimes you just go back and do that later like we talked about in the last lesson, but just make sure that you're doing it all the same, because you can see this version looks a lot less visually cluttered than this one. This one is bothersome because it's not consistent. If you take a look at this end and this end, those are not the same. So when you are working on words, just double check yourself and make sure you're doing them all the same. Now, if you turn one page to 146 and 147, you have some opportunities to kind of practice this. I'm going to take my traditional calligraphy pen and see if I can make something that looks like this. I'm going to bet that it's not going to look that great. It's going to look a little sharper. The edges are going to be a little sharper, and it may not be the tool that we want to make this particular style of letters. But we'll try, because you know I really like this pen, these sets of pens. All right, so here goes. And remember, it may not look as great at the beginning as it will after I go back and kind of even some things out. So what I'm going to try to do is really just create these letters, not all at the same time being connected. I can always go back later and connect them. Oh, already I do not like what this looks like. All right, I think we have our answer already. Yuck. Okay, forget it. All right, that's not gonna work. All right, so let's try it with one of our brush pens. And I can't resurrect that. That's just gonna stay bad. So now we're gonna let's try to do the word happy. And don't try to do it like you sign your name with everything connected all at once. I think what we're gonna need to do is we're going to try to keep these separated and then start each letter new, and then we can go back and create some connecting strokes that make it look like you connected it to begin with, but nobody needs to know that we didn't really do it that way from the start. So remember, thin upstrokes, thicker downstrokes. Ooh, wow, that was really touchy. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Wow, I'm applying hardly any pressure at all. I'm gonna try a different color because I really don't like what that looks like. All right, let's try my purple one. Maybe this will be a little bit different, maybe not. Yes, this has a completely different feel. Isn't that weird? Two colors from the same package. That's a weird looking Y. Ugh. Okay, now you see how I didn't get this connected right off the bat? I can go back and with a really light touch, I can get those words connected. Now, I'm really not happy with how that looks. Ha! Word is happy, I'm not happy. Anyway, it takes, then this is why, these are not my favorite, but I know a lot of people love them. So that's okay, each to their own. So for this assignment, pick a couple of words. Ooh, wowie, that leaked out on the back side. Pick a couple of words and kind of work on it. You're probably not going to have success right off the bat. That's why there's lots of space here. You may need to give it a couple different tries.